Alright everybody, welcome to what I'm going to be calling the Seems Fine tour, because I'm doing what you're totally not supposed to be doing, and that is taking a very untested system on a trip. Fortunately, we're not going too far. If things go wrong, it's only 2 days and 70 miles, right? So I actually haven't ridden this setup at all. I mean, I've ridden the bike, but not with this load. What we're doing here is the Velo Orange out and back rack, the Cycles Manivel rack basket, the Reiki Works DX35, which is very interesting. We'll get to that more. And Ortlieb tried and true poop packing bag with, of course, the dangle. So I rode the bike unloaded the other day and it was good, but this is literally the first time I'm pedaling this, so we'll see. Where are we going?
Oh, you know, just over the mountains and to the beach.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be chill beach tour. And it will be, as long as the bike doesn't fall apart. And also, the Garmin, I spent like a good 40 minutes trying to load roots up there, and it's being a total not nice thing. My very first pedal strokes on the Seems Fine tour. Okay, so we've gone a mile and nothing's fallen off yet, so that's a good sign. Cruise through the historic part of the town here. This should just be a good test with the cobbles. If anything's gonna rattle off immediately, it should do it here. So nice and quiet right now. Yeah. Bike back. You want to pass? Alright. Said something? There's something about roadies and not communicating well here. If you're a roadie and come and want to pass someone, say something, please. Where are you guys going? We're going to the beach. You want to join us?
You going to the beach?
Nice.
Yeah.
Which one?
Which one are we going? Tamaru.
Where's that at?
East. It's almost like due east. Yeah, this is all. I'm testing all this and hoping it doesn't fall apart. Ran into some friends. That is one neat part about living here. All the cyclists tend to know each other. Okay, so we're a little bit outside the city, and I'm feeling a little bit more confident in my setup. You know, one of my big concerns is this is kind of a high trail bike, and it's definitely on the floopy side. Like, it's hard to prop up against the wall. It just wants to take a nap on the ground. And I was concerned that with the added front load, it would just exacerbate that. But it's actually not too bad. It doesn't flop around, at least on like this levelish terrain. We'll see how it does on the climb and a steeper descent, but so far so good. Basically, I thought it would be way more of a bike I'd have to wrestle, but it's worked out okay. Okay, so first thing that has gone wrong is this bag is slapping my tire a little bit. A little is okay, but too much is not good. Fortunately, it should be relatively easy. This bike has a relatively slack seat tube angle. And I think I have this bag adjusted for one with a little bit steeper angle, so it's just a matter of nudging this back a bit. In terms of seat bags, this one from Ortlieb is actually really good. So the way I usually like to attach this is actually put the strap first. This wants to live on the rails. Better? I guess I could have moved it back a little bit further so this is more upwards, but we'll see how this goes. Okay, so we're out of town, and so far so good. This is a bike, Ortlieb bikepacking bike, cool Cybercycles crank. This is Laura's bike. She, of course, is rocking the Breadwinner Swift Industries bag in the front and an Ortlieb bag with the dangle. I'm gaining confidence in this setup. It just was a little bit like last minute. I initially planned to pack with rear painters, but couldn't get it together in time. So just moved a bunch of parts over and did this.
Is it gonna not die on you?
I hope so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. So this whole trip started out as a vacation, and then I decided to try to test out some new things on vacation.
That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm used to it with you.
So I failed vacationing, but hopefully we can still have fun. Okay, so we're gonna go through what's colloquially known among cyclists as a stick farm, and it's a good way to navigate out of town towards like the northeast. Whee! So this is Stick Farm. Why is it called Stick Farm? Any guesses? It's always so trippy to see all the trees in like perfect rows. I think that's one of the biggest differences between Europe and the States. It's like almost all the land in Europe has been worked over for a very long time. So there's not that much wild space. Probably the thing that's the most unique and the thing that we miss most. All right, here's a cool little water crossing. Any fish? I guess we should talk about a little bit about where we're actually going. Which part of the coast did you pick?
So we're going to a little beachy hamlet called Tamaru. It's one of several beaches in the sort of Bigor headlands area. And it was, honestly, it was sort of like an eeny, meeny, miny, mo situation. Which hotels are open right now and who had the best price and what restaurant had the best looking menu. So, yeah, we landed on Tamaru, but we hear it's a good spot, so.
Yeah, we've been to a couple parts on the coast, so we've been picking off like interesting little beaches and coves, and this is like one stretch that we haven't been to yet. We have heard good things about it, so we'll see if it's true. Okay, so we're at Manel's, so we're just gonna do a little bocadillo outside.
Sandwich, sandwich.
One thing I was curious about was if we get wobbly on a high-speed descent, just because of the high trail and the tall load in the front, but actually did okay. I think the high trail did its job and kept the bike fairly stable. Okay, so we've left the little town of Manel's. Now we're just gonna crisscross the Emportada region until we get to the coast. Should be a mix of small roads, both paved and unpaved, and then beach vibes. How there are so many like random little trails and dirt roads that crisscross this area. Whee! There.
Tortilla.
Yay!
Con patatas.
For me?
Sí. Hombre.
Nice. Yummy. Perfect ride fuel, by the way. So we just had a little lunch break in one of the rarest sites in Spain, a public restroom. It's amazing. Feel compelled to use them every time we see them just because they're so hard to find. And this one was quite nice. Did yours have toilet paper?
No.
No toilet paper though, so.
Running water.
But they did have running water. We've just skirted the outskirts of Palafrugell, just kind of a largish town, and now we're taking this old road into our final destination for the day, which is a small little cove called Tamaru. Keep wanting to say tiramisu every time. It's not tiramisu. But so far this route's been pretty good. Are you pleased with your route so far?
I'm so pleased with my route.
Bien hecho.
Yeah. Pro tip, use somebody else's route.
There you go.
But also, anytime you see something that's marked as the old road, take that one.
Yeah. All right, we should be descending into the cove. This is when the dropper would have been nice. Okay, gotta climb out of this little water crossing area. So we're going to be riding in the Bigor headlands. And I assume, like any other headlands that's pretty rugged, there's going to be a lot of up and down as you navigate it. Not too bad on a road like this. No traffic, just chill. Up and down. Oh, we're in civilization. We're in civilization already. There's trash cans. It's been a while since we've seen the water. So we've checked into our lodging. We're just trying to find the parking garage to store the bikes for the night. Ooh. Ooh. This is our bike parking, and what we're doing is Laura's got a cafe lock going through her frame, connecting it to the ring, and I'm got my cafe lock and going through her bike. We've also turned the handlebars, so it should look relatively unappealing. So, you think it'll be okay?
I think it's fine. I think like only 3 cars fit in here.
Yeah.
You have to have a key fob to open it.
I removed the Ortley bag and the DX35. It comes with the shoulder strap, which is actually kind of nice because it's a big bag, guys. All right, so is it nap time?
Yes.
Hey there, everybody. It's the next day. We had a lovely dinner. Nice coffee outside here on the balcony. A little view of the Costa Brava. What do you think of the little retreat?
I thought it actually felt like vacation.
Almost.
We've
got our bags ready. All the bike packing bags. Because you need like 6 of them when you go bike packing. And we're gonna walk to the garage. Hopefully our bikes are still there. And then we're gonna load up and head back to Girona. What does the route look like this morning?
So we go around the bigger headlands. So it's a lot of like up, down, up, down, up, down, kind of hugging the edge there. Should be beautiful. And then we drop down, and then it's more or less flattish, kind of wiggly back, with an option to bail to the train if we want it.
Cool. Yeah. So nice little getaway. And let's see what these hills look like. All right, I'm in the truth. Hey, the bikes are still here. So here we go. 11%. 14%. 15. 18%. Hi.
Hi.
Are you having fun?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's our first roll.
I think it goes up more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rest over here. Okay, that first part was not very nice. I think we hit up to 18% on loaded bikes. It's less fun than it sounds. Okay, so I think this is a good glimpse at the headlands. I can see the road descend over there, and it looks like that would probably be the start of the next biggest climb of the day. But pretty rugged and a little windy, so this should be interesting. Yeah. Okay. All right, so it's quite the thrilling descent with the wind and the steep grades. And this is the start of the big climb for the day. And a bunch of short, punchy things. We're rolling through Bigorre. What's that thing up there?
That would be a castle.
Yeah.
On a hill.
Nice.
Where you put castles, of course.
Yeah, one of the big landmarks of the Bigorre region. Unfortunately, we're not going to go up to it, although I think you can, right?
You can, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Supposedly it's a heck of a hike.
Yeah. Just wave at the castle on the way down and continue up the coast. Okay. We're tailing behind a big work truck, which is usually kind of a pain in the butt, but on this kind of road it's great because it'll clear out the path in front of us. You want to know how steep that was? It was minus 21. Whee! These roads are bananas. Pulled off over here. You have a little sandwich snack. This road is actually pretty cool. Like getting in and out of Bigorre, a little busier than we like, but this has been like super quiet. Yeah, so let's check out the view. Look at this. It's okay.
Not bad.
Okay lunch spot.
Yeah, just sit here on this crumbling wall that was built who knows how many 100 years ago and
Yeah.
make a sandwich and look out there. Look at that.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm glad I didn't try to do this on the cargo bike. It would have been possible, but probably not. It would have been less fun at the end of the day. Oh, and yeah. Alright, so that was it for the headlands and the beach vibes. Now we turn inland and ride through the Emporda back into town. We're solidly in the Emporda region, which is kind of like flat-ish, rolling farmland. They do a lot of wine growing as well as other crops. But this is kind of the home stretch, and I think our plan is to go to the town of Lissa and take the train back in, because we all know what the stick farm looks like, right? It's cool. It's cool the first time. I gotta love all these random, just like hiking trails and biking trails in the countryside here. It's always a surprise.
I love it, yes. And here we get to go through a signed area of special agricultural interest.
Well, that's an interesting road.